Good morning, everybody. Good morning again. Are we recording? Thank you. Good morning. Welcome again. Welcome to Real Moms. You guys, isn't it so exciting? We're here. We're all here. Yeah, I think round of applause. Round of applause. We made it. Yes. We are back. And some of you were here last year. Some of you were here in previous years. Some of you have never been here before. So welcome, everyone. We did meet last year, the whole year. Praise God. We made it through both semesters. We just did things a little differently, right? We figured it out. We made it work because, COVID, changed a lot of things for everybody. And it's not done yet, but I just want to assure you that we're going to do our best. We're going to keep meeting here. But if anybody has any concerns, oh my goodness, I'm so happy to help and address them. And if you are more comfortable wearing a mask, I just want to say, please do. We're going to have grace for each other here. And of course we're eating, and that's a little tricky. But if you are immune compromised or just feel more comfortable, please do. No one's going to judge. We can all wear a mask if you want to. If you don't want to, that's okay. If grace does come with some, if it gets worse and there's some kind of mask mandate over the course of the year, then yes, we will be wearing masks. And we did it last year, and it was fine, right? It was fine. We ate our food, we had our coffee, and then we put our masks on, maybe spaced out a little more. But I'm just so thrilled that we can start out our day today here at tables all together with more people in the room, enjoying breakfast and a nice time together. So yay, we're back. It's good. I'm loving this. Today, we're just going to talk a little bit about what Real Moms is, how things are going to go here, what it's all about, and then I'll give you plenty of time in your small groups to get to know each other a little better and catch up with those whom you already do know. So you have a binder on your table, and this has all the information that I'm going to go over is right there in your binder. And there's a page that says, Welcome to Real Moms, if you wanted to follow along. But I just want to introduce you to some important people who are in the room with us today. Our team, our Real Moms serving team, leadership team. First of all, Linda Flatt. Linda's just sitting down. You have to wave. Linda Flatt is my boss, is on staff here at Grace. And Linda and I get to work together with all of the adult ministries. So we have groups for men and women and moms and retired men and mixed groups, rooted groups, life groups that meet in homes. That's what we do. We are here to serve you, and that's really our heart, is to serve you. And we're bringing you together, helping create a place and an environment where people can have community and have spiritual family, and that's what we do, Linda and me. Also on our team, Cassie Anderson. I know she just took a bite of food. Cassie's here. Cassie is our volunteer director, assistant director. I don't know, what do you want your title to be? We should pick something really creative of Real Moms. So she knows all the things, and if you have any questions or need anything, feel free to come to any of us with those. I also have over here Jennifer Ayers. Jennifer is on our team as well, and you guys, I have the best volunteers. We're really blessed. If you could even just understand the amount of wisdom and love in this room, it's amazing. So Jennifer's here. Thank you. I also want to introduce our small group leaders. At this table, we have Brooke Carnes and Kelsey Yonan. Welcome, my friends. Over here, Lauren had to leave. Lauren Reed has had to leave, but Carrie has agreed to step in and help out here and there. And Carrie, you can wave too, because Carrie's on staff here. I get to work with Carrie, and I get to work with Brooke. We're all on the same team, and you might recognize them from Grace Kids on the weekends. So if you come on the weekends, you will probably see one or both of them, depending on the age of your kids. And so it's a joy that they are both here in the room today. And then over here we have Lauren Kaiser and Becca Heasley. Thank you, small group leaders. So they are here to just help facilitate our discussion, to get these groups organized. And possibly your group will plan some things to do outside of Real Moms. They're going to love well. They're going to tell you when it's time to move it along or have prayer time. And they're all wonderful, excellent leaders. And honestly, this is a great part of Real Moms that I love having, is our leadership community and learning and growing in our gifts together. Okay, also in the room, we have something new. The rest of our serving team, I want to introduce to you, Amy Osgood is over here. And in the middle, Linda Quigley is not here today, but she will be here in the future with our middle group. And then Brooke Longest here at this table. They are part of our, the stage is squeaky, you guys. Sorry, I don't know why. Every time I move, it's like squeaking. I'm just going to stand still. Okay. So we have our wonderful, amazing group of our Real Mom serving team. And this year we're doing something new. We are having group moms. So there's a mom in your group who's part of our team. And honestly, Brooke was here when Real Moms started, like way back. We were trying to decide exactly what year. It's been almost 20 years probably, maybe 18, 19 years when Real Moms started. And she was here. And I remember when I was here at Real Moms, Brooke has taught several times over the years, and it was memorable. So I'm so glad to have her join our team this year. Our group moms are going to be joining your small groups. This is a new thing, a new idea. They are part of your groups. They're not the leader. We still have small group leaders. They are just here to bring perspective, wisdom, encouragement, prayer. I don't know, whatever you bring to your groups, they're going to bring it too. They are part of your groups. I want you to just welcome them. Don't feel intimidated. They're not here to judge or to be some kind of rule person. They're just here to enjoy and encourage and be part of the group with you. We sort of have a focus at Grace right now with intergenerational community. And so this is one of the things that we wanted to try. Of course, we've always had intergenerational community, but we're trying to just be a little more intentional about it. A lot of them were here in the room last year, and now we're just taking a step further to introduce more relationship and have them in your groups. So our group moms. Let me know if you have any questions about it. You guys can talk more about that in your small group time when that time comes. But that's something new this year that I'm super excited about. Okay. And, I did forget. We also have another leader, Vanessa Vincent, is the leader of our online group. So if you have any friends who were just really sad that they couldn't make it on Thursday mornings, maybe they could make it online. Each week while we're here on Thursday mornings, we record this portion, the large group teaching time. We post it online, and our online group watches that at their convenience, and then they meet on Zoom on Monday evenings to discuss and have their small group time. So we have moms who work full-time. We have moms who are, their kids, they don't want their kids to be part of the pandemic right now, and they're just staying in a little more. Or for whatever reason, their schedule didn't allow them to come on Thursday mornings, and so they are part of our online group. So we do have that available, and so I'll be talking to the camera every once in a while. But don't worry, we're not recording, your small group time or anything. And that's also why I'm using a microphone, because if I didn't have the mic, it wouldn't show up on the recording. So that's our team, our Real Moms team. Just some announcements and a little bit of administrative information. You made it here. You found your way in, and it's good. And I hope that this place can be a comfortable place, a place where you feel welcome, a place where you feel like you can be yourself. And the kind of the things I'm going to go through are what we try to put in place to make those things happen. Some of it's just organic, but I want you to know that this is a safe place, and that's what we've been praying for you, that this could be a safe place where we could be real together, and it's called Real Moms. And so today we're going to figure out a little bit more about what that actually means. What does it mean? What does the real and Real Moms actually mean? And so a couple of announcements as we get to that point. Where did I put my announcements? Each time when you come on Thursday mornings, you can bring your children as early as 9:15. You can come in this room at 9:15. We'll have coffee ready for you. You guys as groups take turns bringing the food. So as soon as the food is all here, we'll eat our breakfast, usually around 9:35. We'll have a chance to eat breakfast together at your tables. We'll start our large group time around 10, and then you'll have the last hour or so in your small groups. So each table will just go at about 10:30 back to the cubby that's closest to your table, and that will be your small group area, small group time. And I'll tell you, the chairs are kind of spaced far out. Feel free to put those closer if you want to, based on everybody's comfort. Make yourselves at home. And when you come each day, you'll probably find the best parking available. And they've actually asked me to have you park on the west side of the building. So in case you didn't see that information, the west side of the building. So as you come in, you drive around the building, and there's a sign that says West Entrance is door 24. That door will be locked, but someone will be there to welcome you and greet you and let you in every Thursday morning when you come. And we'll be out there till about 9:35. And if you're not here by then, it's okay. It's totally fine. Just text somebody to let you in, or you can always come in the office entrance, which is door 14. We have some new security and safety protocols, and that's part of it. We just are keeping all of our doors locked during the day. We have a homeschool co-op that meets here on Tuesdays and Thursdays. So the entrance right here is the school main entrance. So they really don't want us coming in those doors because they have a receptionist, and they're like, who are you? Are you here for the school? And you're like, no, I'm not. So they really, if you're here, actually any day if you come in, the office entrance is always your best bet. If you're late, or if you just, for whatever reason, want to come in that door, you always can. The parking is a little farther out. So let me know later if you have any questions or any problems with that. The other security thing that's new this year is the check-in for name tags. So when you come, make sure you check in and get a name tag for yourself and for your kids if you're bringing kids. This is how we know who's in the building. So it's just kind of a new safety security protocol that we're doing with all of our groups who come in, and it's easier and better. It tells you, what group you're in. Now, you probably have figured that out. So that's new. Anybody have any questions about that? And if there's any problems getting checked in, let me know, and we'll fix that. Did everybody get their kids checked in okay today? That must have worked. Yay, it works. I'm excited. All right, when you leave each day, on that west side is where our care center works. We have a food pantry, and a lot of times on Thursdays, they will be working with the forklift or possibly having truck deliveries of food. So just as you leave, if you've got your kids with you, maybe just hold a hand, be extra cautious, maybe walk out into the parking lot instead of along the sidewalk, because they might have that forklift driving in and out, and they can't always see behind them. So they just ask that I would ask everybody to just use caution and keep your kids close, because we want everybody to be safe. Okay, more about kids. We do have an amazing children's program, as you know, if you've been here before, and it is full. You guys, it is full. They, seems like everywhere around, have been trying to hire a couple more workers for our children's program, and she's having a really hard time finding people. So if you know anybody who is looking for just a small job, one morning a week, they can bring their kids with, please let Amy know. Amy Webb is in charge of our children's program. She would be so grateful because we do have already one person on a waiting list, and we would love to get them in. So yeah, I don't know. It's 3 hours a week. It's not a huge commitment, and you can bring kids with. So think about that if you know somebody. And if you want to invite friends to Real Moms, we are keeping registration open the entire semester. So you can always invite a friend. Just if they need to bring their kids with them, we got to hire some more people first. So if their kids are taken care of, awesome. They can just come after. They need to, let me know and register. But if they have children, help me find more people for our children's program. Okay. I think that is all of the announcements. Let's talk about the calendar. Yay. In your binder, yours is it's a gold page that shows everything we're doing this semester. I'll just look at this real quickly. The most important thing, I think, is breakfast, honestly. That's a huge part of our morning. And sorry, our online moms, you can have breakfast too at home, just you'll have to go pick it up or something. But hopefully the online moms can find a time to have something enjoyable while they're watching too. So your groups will take turns bringing the breakfast. Usually someone in your group will put out a sign-up genius or something, and we have about 30 people each week, so plan for about that many people. And it's not necessary that everyone brings food every time. Your group will bring food 2 or 3 times during the semester, so you can take turns, and your leaders will know all about that. Okay, So an exciting semester. Today, like I said, is our introduction, getting to know each other, spending time in small groups. Next week, in the next few weeks, we're going to be talking about community. Amy Christie is coming. She is our pastor of community life, and I get to work with her as well. I'm on her team, and she's just going to talk a little bit more about community, friendship, intergenerational community. What does Scripture say about this? Why is that important? How do you find this? And what does that look like? And so Amy's going to be here. We're going to have a panel with some friends and some relationships that have experienced this community, and they're just going to share part of their stories with us on that third week of that series on October 14th, week 4. If the dates look weird to you, the first date is our Thursday morning, and the second date is our Monday evening online group. So that's why it says, September 23rd and 27th. It's confusing, I know, but they're still week 1 because they're doing the topic. So trying to make that make sense. Bless you. After fall break, we do take 1 week off for fall break, so we will not be here on October 21st. Barry is coming, Barry Rodriguez, our lead pastor here at Grace, and he's going to talk to us about raising a child in faith. Now, Barry doesn't have kids, which is funny. And he's like, I don't know if I have authority on this, but it's going to be really good. We had a great conversation, and he's so excited to come and meet you and be here with us. So I'm excited to hear from Barry. And then Cassie is going to be here with us. Where did she go? I don't know where she went, but Cassie she's up there. She's helping. She's running the sound. Cassie will be here, and she is going to teach on well-being from dreams to action. Cassie is an associate coach at Destiny Works, and this is the company that Dave Rodriguez, our retired former senior pastor and founding pastor of Grace, has started. And if you were here last year, Dave came and did a workshop with us. It's called the Destiny Workshop, Finding Your Destiny. And this is kind of a next step workshop that he has, and another workshop about well-being. And so you don't have to do the first one to be able to come to the second one, but it's going to be great. We're going to get a little taste of what that is like. And then finally, we have a guest speaker on week 9, December 2nd. Katie Scott is coming. She's a blogger. She's a pastor's wife. She lives in Logansport and has not been here before. So we're going to have a new face at Real Moms. And she has friends who are here at Grace. And that's how she heard about us and just has a heart for moms. And that's what God has for her. So she's going to come and share sort of her mission and her view on motherhood. I think that's going to be really fun. And then our last week in December is our celebration. We're just going to enjoy time together and kind of review our semester. That's what we have this semester. Anybody have any questions or other announcements or anything I'm forgetting? Okay. The other thing in your binders is our small group guidelines. And these are pretty much the same year to year, but I do like to just highlight them quickly each time we get together, because this is what makes our groups possible. And this is really what makes Real Moms what it is, and what makes all of our groups kind of what they are. And you can talk about these in your groups. You can add to them. You can take away from them if you want to in your groups. But these are the basics that we agree to when we are together in a small group. I'm just going to go over them quickly. Confidentiality is key. What is said here stays here. Even with your spouse, this is a private group, and we want you to have a safe place to share what's going on in your life, to share problems or concerns and private things if you feel comfortable. So we just want to set that bar right at the beginning. We don't share anything outside of your own little small group. We're going to listen well to each other and learn from each other. We're not going to jump in. Some of this goes to the other rules too, but we're listening to each other. Hold the advice. That's what I was going to say next. We're going to really try not to jump in, because a lot of times what we hear is, potty training, oh my gosh, I can't. And then, everybody around your table is going to be, oh, well, did you try this? Oh, wait, what about, you should do this, you should do this. If you want advice, just ask. Just say, hey, you guys, help me here. I need some advice. But if somebody doesn't say that, sometimes you just need to talk. You just need to vent and get it out, and that's okay. And I want you to know that, okay? So we're and this is mostly for me because I'm bad at this, we're going to hold the advice unless somebody asks, okay? No pressure. You don't have to talk at all. Please don't feel pressure when I say you can share your deepest personal secrets. No, you don't have to say anything at all. We just want you to feel comfortable being here in this group. And there are no dumb questions. If you have a question and you're wondering it just doesn't make sense, or there's something you've always wondered that you've never gotten, please feel free to ask. It's okay. Time for everyone. Oh my goodness, we run out of time every single week, you guys. And so anytime you're in a small group, we just want to keep that in mind. We're going to let everybody share. Sometimes you might be a talker like me, where you could probably talk the entire time and jump in and comment on everyone's story. We just don't have time. We're going to stop and let somebody else have a turn. And if it's quiet, if it's silent, it's okay. It's okay. Don't feel like you have to jump in and talk in silence, because some people need a moment before they're ready to say something. Oh, caring is non-negotiable. Sorry, you have to care. There's no I don't care here. If somebody in your group needs a prayer or a text during the week, we're going to do that. We're going to step in and care for each other. That is how we do life together, and we do that here. This is a commerce-free zone. You may not have heard that before. We're kind of strict about that here at Real Moms. This is not the place to bring your side gig or invite everybody even to a party, or even bring the cookie sale sheet and just set it on the table. We don't do that here, because there are some personalities. Actually, I have a friend who struggles with that and feels pressure and very obligated and uncomfortable in situations like that. I know to some of you are like, what's the big deal? We just make that across the bar, no businesses, no selling, no pressure for anybody to participate in anything like that here. Also, political free zone. What could that possibly be anywhere these days? Can we have that? It does sound a little crazy, but we're going to try to protect this space. We want it to be a safe place. It's not that we don't want you to talk about things that are important to you, because we do. But if you really want to have a political conversation, maybe invite someone into it at another time, okay? Maybe you could say, hey, who wants to talk politics? I'm all about that. And you can meet and have coffee and do that somewhere else. But we're going to protect this space and not have that here, just because it's really about opinions, and right now it's so divisive. And so we're going to try to just keep that out of our Real Moms time on Thursday mornings. And finally, respect others' health. Like I said, we're going to follow the COVID guidelines that are set here by the church. It could be that we would have a mask mandate at some time. We're going to sanitize. We're going to distance as we can, and we're just going to have grace for each other. Some of us have reasons for being more concerned than others, and so we're just going to respect each other's health. That's what we're going to do. Any questions about those? Okay, awesome. Well, let me just say again that our hope is that this can be a safe place for you. Some of you have been to Real Moms before, like I said. Some of you have not. What we want you to find is a casual environment where you can come in. You can come late. It's fine. Don't worry. If you didn't have a good night last night, some of you are walking in here with very little sleep because the baby was up, or your teenager was up late and wanted to talk. Some of you had a rough morning. Some of you didn't get a shower. Some of you might have spit up or other bodily fluids on you. And it's okay, because we've all been there. We've all experienced. And like I said, we're going to be giving each other grace. That's what we do here. We give each other grace. Just take a deep breath, because this is going to be a place where you can come in once a week at least, have a moment to yourself. Some of you have your babies with you, which is awesome. Oh, and by the way, we have people who would love to hold babies. If you need that moment, there they are. There they are. If you need a moment just to you with no baby in your arms, absolutely. We are here for you. If you're not comfortable with that, it's fine. You don't have to have somebody hold your baby. But we want you to just take this time for you. That's why you're here, and we're going to make this space safe for that. Hopefully you can relax. Hopefully you can be yourself, because you know what? We all have stuff. We all have stuff. We're not going to pretend to be perfect, and that's part of the real Moms. We're not going to walk in here and pretend that everything is fine and, my hair is done and my makeup. By the way, hair and makeup in one day. Thank you. This might be the only time you ever see this, both in the same day. It happens occasionally. And if it doesn't, it's fine. If it's a day where no makeup, pajamas, just come. It will still love you well right here in this place. Like I said, your kids are not here. Some of them are being loved on in our children's program. Some are at school. Some are at work. We have lots of different ages in the room. And they're not here, and they're okay. And you're okay. And it's good. We like this. We're going to see what God has for you here in this week, this Thursday morning, each week. Because we can trust him. We can trust in his love and his control. He made you. He knows you. And he loves you. And you know what? His love never fails. On your handout is a little scripture. This is just something I was reading a few weeks ago. You guys, it popped up on my phone, okay? This is what popped up on my phone one day a few weeks ago. And that's how the Bible works for me. It says something different to me every time I read it. I could have read this on a different day and it would have meant something different. But here's what stood out to me from Psalm 33, verses 13 through 15. The Lord looks down from heaven and sees the whole human race. From his throne, he observes all who live on the earth. He made their hearts, so he understands everything they do. This part got my attention. The Lord sees everything. He's looking down. He sees everything that we do. The whole human race, he made all of them. He made their hearts, so he understands everything that they do. Wow. He made me. He understands everything I do. I don't even understand why I do some things sometimes, right? But he knows the way I feel. He knows why I feel that way. He knows why I say the things that I say. He sees me. And he made me, so he knows. He understands. He understands when I might be uncomfortable. He understands when I might be angry. He understands when I'm filled with joy because he knows my heart. And you know what? God made my kids' hearts too. He understands everything that they do. Can you imagine? There's no way I understand everything that my kids do, right? Do you? Have you ever had that moment when you're like, what? Why are you doing that? Right? Like my son, I have a son who is 8 years old, Alden. He's in second grade. And you know what's exciting to little boys? Poop. Why? Anything that has to do with the bathroom language, why is that so amusing to little boys? And you know what? This has been going for years. And I don't know does it ever stop? I don't even know, but I just don't understand. They sing about it. They make the noises. I just don't understand. And I have a friend who teaches high school, and she told me last week there were high school teenage boys in the classroom having a farting contest. You guys, teenage. I do not understand. I have a teenager as well. My oldest, Callie, is in high school. She's a junior at Noblesville High School. She is 16. And let me tell you, I do not understand. Oh, and I think she's in your group. Is she in your group now, Nicole? Yes, I love this. I do not understand everything that teenagers do. And you probably don't either. And you probably didn't understand the things that you did yourself at that age, right? Like, for example, they went to homecoming. It was the homecoming dance last weekend. It was so fun. They were beautiful in their pretty dresses, and they went out to dinner at Chick-fil-A. Half of them work there. I'm like, really? You're going to go to Chick-fil-A all dressed up, and like you're going to have to stand in line? And they went after the dance too. You guys, they went before and after. I don't understand. That's okay, because it's okay, because I don't have to understand, right? Oh, my goodness. I also have a middle daughter. Annika is 10, and she is in 5th grade at Noble Crossing, right around the corner. And she does lots of things, too. I'm sure I could talk all day about the things I don't understand about these kiddos. But like I said, God made them. He made their hearts. He sees them. He understands everything that they do. And this just made me think, too, what about other people? What about people who do things that we don't understand, right? You see things in the news, or maybe there's someone on social media that is saying things that you're just shaking your head in amazement. But you know what? God sees. He made their hearts, too, and he understands everything that they do. That just gave me peace, because He's in control. He is on the throne. That's what it says. From his throne, he observes all who live on the earth. And that takes the control away from me. I don't have to worry about those things because God's got it, right? And if you read on in verse 20, it says, we put our hope in the Lord. He is our help and our shield. In him our hearts rejoice, for we trust in his holy name. Let your unfailing love surround us, Lord, for our hope is in you alone. Hope in the Lord. I have hope. I have a lot of hopes about this semester for you. I hope that this semester of Real Moms is amazing, and my hope is in the Lord, and he's got this. And you know what? We've been praying over this, so I think it might just be. I have really great hope. We're praying, Lord, shield this time and this place. Surround us with your unfailing love. Join us here. Meet with us here in this space. May we feel your presence and carry this hope with us today and this week as we trust in your holy name. Amen. So, now you know a little bit about what we hope that Real Moms is for you. And we're going to give you some time in your small groups. So if you need a restroom break, if you need to grab another bite to eat or some coffee, usually during this time we clean up and put the food away. So now's your chance. Absolutely can have more if you want. And then at the end it will be picked up and put away for you. So enjoy this time in your small groups and come ask me questions if there's anything I forgot or if you need anything.